Ladies, we have to get to the bag. The bag. Do y'all want the bag? Let's get to the bag. What are y'all talking about? Let's get to the bag. Come on, ladies, we're gonna go get to the bag.
Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. We are going to get right into these remote jobs, starting off with Underdog Fantasy. And this is for their Productions Operations Associate. Now, this is a part-time role, so keep that in mind. If you guys are not familiar with who Underdog Fantasy is, here is their company mission. They say, our mission is to build innovative games and products for American sport fans. Founded in 2020, our team built 3 of today's most widely played fantasy games and successfully launched the largest contest in history of fantasy sports, a $15 million NFL best ball tournament. And there's a lot more to come. Underdog's modern tech environment and in-house product development allows us to continuously deliver the best experiences for our users. So, a little bit about the role and why it is unique. They say you will enter player in game stats post game. You will track games we offer in the app to ensure entries are paid with correct stats after the conclusion of the game. And you will work within NFL, esports, tennis, college football, soccer, basketball, and more. You will also take on responsibilities as you grow into the role, such as posting projections for niche sports. So who are you? They want you to be a sports fanatic, whether that's NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, EPL, golf, etc. They also want you to have a strong attention for detail and be committed to being a true team player. They also want you to have the ability to work nights and weekends around the sports calendar. Now, also getting into a little bit about the pay and benefits, this role does pay up to $20 an hour. And of course, it does come with benefits, including a $500 reimbursement for sports betting. Now we are on to HouseCall Pro, and this is for their key accounts onboarding specialist. Now, why HouseCall Pro? They say, help us build solutions that better lives. At HouseCall Pro, we show up every day to make a difference for real people, the home service professionals that support America's 100 million homes. We are all about the pros and dedicate our days to helping them streamline operations, scale their businesses, and ultimately save time so they can be with their families and live well. Now, for this role, it does come with benefits, things like medical, dental, vision, disability, and 401k. Now, a little bit more about the role. They say our customer success team is extraordinary, empathetic, hardworking, and focused on partnering with the service professionals. Our success is their success. Their team of entrepreneurial, enthusiastic, and client-focused team members are the human face of HouseCall Pro, helping our service professionals to operate and grow their businesses. So what will you actually be doing on a daily basis? They say you will own relationships during initial onboarding phases for key accounts, account activation, transition, increasing adoption, and product utilization, establish a trusted relationship, drive continued value of our products and services. You will also handle long-term support requests for training and coaching for all key account. This is going to be post-onboarding. You will also have the ability to effectively communicate client information, trends, and feedback across teams, whether that's for sales, marketing, engineering, and tech support. Now, what are the qualifications for this role? They say if you have a bachelor's degree, that is preferred. However, if you have a high school diploma or GED, you can still apply. Now, it does depend on your education. If you have a bachelor's degree, then they only want you to have at least 2 years of customer success or sales experience. However, if you have that high school diploma, you're going to need 4 years of customer success or sales experience. Now, when we get down here, these are the preferred qualifications. You don't need them, but if you have them, things like being bilingual, things like CMR, those are all going to be a plus, but it's not required to apply. This role does pay up to $28.21 an hour, and of course, we already went over the fact that it does offer benefits. If you guys want to apply to any of these remote jobs, click that link in my description box. I always get the question, what is the difference between my website and my social media channels? Well, on my TikTok and YouTube, I typically only upload 20 to 30 remote job leads a week. Vice versa, on my website, I upload between 150 to 200 remote job leads a week. I keep a large portion of these remote jobs exclusive to my website. One, because I don't have time to make videos on 200 remote jobs a week, but also because this increases members' chances of being able to secure these jobs because it's a smaller pool of people applying. I also provide you guys with monthly resume examples that specifically apply to positions that are posted on my job boards. So if you guys have been applying to remote jobs and haven't been hearing anything back or getting denial letters, it's because you're not triggering the ATS, also known as the applicant tracking system. About 100% of companies hiring for remote jobs use this software, so you'll be able to see where you are going wrong and how to tweak your resumes. If you want to become a member, just go ahead and click that link in the description box, and let's get back to this video. Now we are on to Seabrae, and this is for their lease admin analyst role. Now, a little bit more about this position. They say under general supervision, you will uphold the integrity of real estate portfolio data for assigned portfolios of clients. You will input, maintain, organize, and report on information regarding lease dates, dollar values, and financial accounting transactions into a lease management software database. You will also prepare, process, and reconcile AR and AP transactions to ensure accurate and current lease information is maintained. So, a little bit more about that in depth. You will assist managers in resolving critical issues for clients by researching and gathering information by payment transactions, lease terms, and other relevant items as requested. You will also prepare lease abstracts and edit them for accuracy. You will edit narratives to support computer generated supports. You will also provide narratives on monthly variance reports, and you will provide lease analysts and interpretation of lease information to clients. You will also track payables and receivables associated with the leases in portfolio, process client rent roll applying the database, and prepare export files and send to accounting for payable processes. Now, what do you actually need to get this role? Well, they say a high school diploma or a GED is required. If you have a bachelor's degree in accounting, finance, or real estate, that is a plus, but it's not required. You also are required to have at least 2 years working in property management or accounting. For this role, it does pay up to $30.28 an hour, and of course, it does come with benefits. Now we are on to Ultimate Medical Academy, and this is for their business development associate. Now, the purpose of this position, they say the business development associate is responsible for career services functions and duties as they relate to providing UMA graduates employment opportunities and ensuring graduate success by connecting them with aligned healthcare employers. The Business Development Associate focuses on managing the employee facing process of career services, including account and territory development, job order management, and employer confirmation, as well as partnering with the graduate facing roles to fulfill job opportunities. Now, a little bit about UMA. They say they are a nonprofit healthcare educational institution with a national presence. Now, for this role, it does start at $18 per hour. Now, what do you actually need to get this job? Well, they say you need a bachelor's degree along with 1 year experience working in staffing, long line sales, or third party logistics. You also need experience in employment, staffing, career services, or outplacement services, or sales experience. So it's going to be one of those three. You also need experience in cold calling. Everything else down here is going to be soft skills minus this. They want you to have experience working with things like Soho, Microsoft Dynamics, or similar CRM systems. Now we are on to Aya, and this is for their People Insights Manager. They say the People Insights Manager will have the unique opportunity to join the employee experience team to define, drive, and maintain Aya's employee survey and survey data. The primary duties are to provide support and partnership to Aya's leaders by suggesting and curating survey questions, creating surveys, and synthesizing data. This role will partner with our internal employee experience team and create actionable, positive change across the various departments within the organization. We prioritize the most impactful opportunities by deeply understanding and synthesizing businesses and team needs, as well as data and insights, all while ensuring we measure success along the way. Now, who are we? They said we are a $10 billion rapidly growing workforce solution provider in the healthcare industry. We deliver tech enabled services that help healthcare organizations meet and manage their contingent labor needs. So, a little bit more about your responsibilities. They say you will manage the survey software tool in terms of configuration, user management, and data privacy related to documentation. You will also build and maintain a core set of product analytics dashboards, automated reports, and metric insights. You will also collaborate successfully with leaders at all levels of the organization. Now, what do you actually need for this role? You need a bachelor's degree that is required. They say if that degree is in psychology, that is preferred, but it's not required. You also need at least 5 years experience in survey and employee engagement solutions. They also want you to have at least 3 years experience in the Qualtrics survey platform. They also want you to have experience in analyzing and telling a story with data. Now, everything else down here is going to be soft skills. Of course, this position does come with benefits and it pays up to $62.50 an hour. Now we are on to Square, and this is for their sales account executive. Now, a little bit about the company. They say they are here to help sellers sell online, manage inventory, offer buy now, pay later functionality through Afterpay, book appointments, engage loyal buyers, and hire and pay staff. So, a little bit about this job description. They say Square is looking for an account executive with a positive and winning attitude to join our sales team. Your entrepreneurial spirit and passion for problem solving will help you find opportunities for Square to help merchants grow. In addition, your extraordinary communication skills help you connect with customers by email and phone, quickly establishing trust and relationships and building value throughout the sales process. So, what will you be doing in this role? They say you will lead the change in introducing Square to merchants in all markets. You will oversee the sales cycle from prospects to close and partner with other teams to ensure successful onboarding. You will achieve and exceed monthly sales goals through inbound and outbound sales efforts, and you will understand the struggle of a customer and approach each conversation with consultative approaches. Now, what do you actually need for this role? What are the qualifications? You need at least 1 year in qualifying or a prospecting role. You also need a bachelor's degree. It doesn't matter if it's a bachelor's of arts or a bachelor's of science, as long as it is a bachelor's. You also need experience or interest in outbound sales and prospecting. You also need experience exceeding sales targets. Everything else down here are going to be soft skills. For this role, it does pay up to $33.92 an hour, and of course, it does come with benefits.